What if the very things you think are just human nature are actually tactical traps set to destroy your spiritual growth? Today, we're unmasking the 7 deadly sins, not as academic concepts, but as operational hazards. Hello, family. This is Mr. P. Welcome to another episode of Truth Over Opinion. We're searching the Word of God for wisdom, truth, and tactical direction. Today's briefing, the 7 deadly sins. First, let's apply the Berean Protocol. Are these in the Bible? The concept is ancient, but the danger is modern. These aren't just bad habits. They are the enemy's entry points into your heart. When left unchecked, these lead to spiritual casualties. Let's get into the word. Pride, the sin that made the devil fall. It is exalting yourself above the word. Ask yourself, does your life demonstrate, "I've got this," or "God, I need you"? Proverbs 16:18 says, "Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." Remember, God resists the proud. That is a tactical position you do not want to be in. Then there is envy, the poison of the heart. It turns admiration into hatred. Proverbs 14:30 warns, "A sound heart is life to the body, but envy is rottenness to the bones." If you're checking someone else's success more than you're checking your own spiritual health, envy has already gained ground. Wrath, the fire of uncontrolled anger. James 1:20 tells us, "For the wrath of man does not produce the righteousness of God." Listen, if you're holding on to anger, you're holding on to a weapon that hurts you more than the target. Which of these sins do you see the enemy using most in your life today? Let me know in the comments. And now we have sloth, spiritual laziness. It isn't just taking a nap, it's neglecting your prayer life and your calling. Jesus warned in Proverbs 6:6, "Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise." Sloth drains spiritual life and leaves you wide open for attack. I see this in society today. We're so busy studying the how-to of spiritual growth that we've stopped actually doing the work. We've replaced prayer with planning. That's the sloth of the modern age. The sluggard wants the results, the diligent person does the work. That's a powerful biblical contrast between wishful thinking and faithful action. Greed, the endless craving for more. 1 Timothy 6:10 reminds us, "For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil, for which some have strayed from the faith in their greediness, and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." Think about that. Many sorrows are caused by greed. It replaces trust in God with trust in stuff. Ask yourself, are you living for temporary gain or eternal purpose? Notice that Paul does not say money itself is evil. He says the love of money, when wealth becomes an idol, that will lead people into sin and sorrow. Gluttony, excess without restraint. It's when satisfaction becomes an idol. Philippians 3:19 states, "Whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who set their mind on earthly things." We are called to discipline our bodies, not serve them. We master the flesh, we do not let it master us. Then there is lust, desire out of control. It objectifies others and defiles the heart, as James 1:14-15 states, "But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death." Lust follows a progression: temptation, sin, then destruction. But hear this, Christ offers purity and restoration. There is no wound too deep for His grace to cover, but you must bring it to God our Father. Thank you for joining me for this tactical briefing on spiritual warfare. If this helped you identify a blind spot, share it with a brother or sister who needs to see the truth. Until then, stay rooted in truth, walk in grace, and remember, the King is coming. I'm Mr. P.